new story for Rounders 2's event story soon. But first, yes, so as well, I mean, well, I guess as oh, I need to sneeze. Okay, never mind. Well, I mean, well, yeah, I guess I kind of expected this. Well, I guess I kind of expected this to happen, but I wasn't 100% sure. But yes, as you can see, the developers have had to make a urgent live stream, and yes, fortunately, uh, the developers have had to reverse course, and um, they have to like I mean, well, yeah, basically they're gonna cancel. I mean, well, in a nutshell, they're gonna cancel the censorship, or like general censorship for all regions, and they are going to try to have separate levels of censorship according to the region. It seems like it, at least, well, at least that's what I've been hearing. But I guess we can take a look here,
목소리 잘 들리십니까?
and it's a bit loud.
네, 인사드리겠습니다. 저
Okay, there we go.
브라운더스트2 PD 이준입니다.
Yes, so this is the urgent
네,
broadcast, so
먼저
they had
제가
to get
이제
this message out
모호한
as soon as
답변으로
possible, I
입장을
think.
명확히 하지 못한 상태로 많은 분들께 걱정을 드린 점에
Yeah, so
대해서
there's
먼저
no
깊이
translation,
사과드리고
so
싶습니다.
we're not gonna know exactly what they say, but yeah, as you can see, hold on, let me.
네, 주말 동안 다시 깊이 고민한 끝에 결론을 내렸고요. 네, 말씀드리겠습니다. 이번 사안과 관련해서 논의되었었던 어떠한 캐릭터나 어떠한
Yeah, so
코스튬도
no updates
디자인
were made
수정은
to
이루어지지
character
않을
designs.
것입니다.
This is a very good sign.
네,
This is what
엑스테아를
we've been
포함해서
wanting. So,
이전에 언급되었었던 모든
you know,
캐릭터는 현재의 모습
um,
그대로 유지가 될 것이고
everybody
슬래시 랩탑을
has a
포함한
lot,
모든
at least
콘텐츠
the
역시
majority,
삭제되지 않을
or
것입니다.
maybe not, at least a
이
portion of
결정은
players have
일시적이거나
made
유보적인 판단이 아닙니다. 브라운더스트
their
2의
voices
서비스
heard,
기간 동안
and
쭉
actually,
유지되는
wait, I
최종
should move my
방침입니다.
one over here. Oh yeah, yeah.
네,
So
다음
a
넘겨주세요.
significant portion of the player base has made their
네,
voices
리베르타
heard,
프레스티지
and
스킨의
is
원본입니다.
not going to
네,
be
이
in the
부분에
censorship.
대해서도
And as you can
말씀드리겠습니다.
see,
콘텐츠에 대한 판단은
this is the new
어디까지나 개인의 몫이고요.
Liberta Prestige skin,
구매를
which
통해서
is,
소장하는 프레스티지 스킨을
I mean,
개발사에서
this
먼저
is
제안하는
like,
것은
I
옳지
am
않은 판단이었습니다.
flabbergasted. This is like,
제 용기가 많이 좀 부족했었던 것
wow.
같습니다. 리베르타 프레스티지 스킨 또한
God damn.
당초 기획했었던 오리지널 버전 그대로 출시를 하도록 하겠습니다.
Yes, so this is originally
최종적인
what
선택과
they
판단 역시
were gonna release
여러분들께 맡기도록
before
하겠습니다.
they
1월
considered
15일 업데이트 후에 4주 동안 제공이 될
censoring.
것이고
But yeah,
이번 건에 대해서 사죄의
we
의미로
should be getting the
모든
uncensored
분들께 무료로
version here.
제공하도록 하겠습니다. 네.
Okay, I have heard
네,
that
그리고
apparently the
최근에
Prestige skin is
수정
gonna be
경고
free.
이후에
So,
그라나다의 경우에도
well, apparently the Prestige version is gonna be free from what I've heard. I don't know, I'm not 100% sure, but apparently that's what's gonna happen, I think. So if that's true, that's great. But I mean, I'm not 100% sure if that's gonna happen. But anyways, yeah. So as you guys saw, I mean, Jesus Christ, God damn! Like we are getting into hentai territory, guys. This is wow. This is probably, I mean, yeah, yeah. This is probably the most ambitious fan service we've seen yet, guys. Like seriously, holy Jesus Christ, man. Borderline hentai here. Jesus.
입니다. 1월 15일
God
업데이트
damn.
후에 4주 동안 제공이 될 것이고
Oof.
이번 건에 대해서 사죄의 의미로
Crazy.
모든 분들께 무료로 제공하도록 하겠습니다.
God damn.
네.
And yes, we are gonna
네,
have
최근에
I forgot
수정
her
경고
name.
이후에 그라나다의 경우에도
Granada, there
수위를
you go.
낮춰서 발표를
Yes,
했었습니다.
we should have
이
Granada
부분도
not
지금 화면에
censored,
보이는
and
게
as you
원본이고요.
can see,
원본 그대로
especially
출시를
on the
하도록
left.
하겠습니다.
I think one version is uncensored, then the other version is censored. I mean, well, kind of censored, but you know, they did try to put some in there, but for sure, I think the the left version should be uncensored. So, wow. I mean, I definitely like what I'm seeing here. Yeah, for sure. I'm not the biggest fan of lollies, but I'm not complaining. This looks great. I'm not complaining at all. It's great. I'm not complaining. Wonderful.
네. 많은 분들께서 가장 크게 불안해하셨던 수정 기준이 무엇이냐, 그리고 다음에는 또 누가 대상이 될 것이냐, 이런 부분이 있었는데요. 솔직히 말씀을 드리면 외부 기관의 경고 기준은 내부에서도 좀 명확하게 정의하기 어려울 정도로
Okay,
모호했던 게
clarification of
사실이고,
revision
그
criteria.
과정에서 제가 명백한 성인이라는 애매한 표현으로 설명을 드린 게 오히려 더 큰 불안과 불신을 키웠습니다. 이 부분은 전적으로 제 판단
Hmm.
미스이고 저의
Process.
책임입니다. 네,
Sorry, guys. I'm like
브라운더
moving stuff.
2의 서비스는 각국의 이제 스토어나 플랫폼 심의기관의 허가를 기반으로
Okay, I mean, well, unfortunately, we don't understand what he's saying, but this is the question I guess they're addressing this question.
이루어지고 있기 때문에
But
한
I'm not gonna know what they're saying, unfortunately.
국가에서 서비스 중지 상황이 발생할 경우에 다른 국가 기관으로 연쇄적인 보고와 추가 심사가 이어질 가능성이 높다고 판단을 했습니다.
Okay, let's go ahead and move on, since, I mean, I'm not gonna understand what he's saying. Okay, next step,
네,
provide
앞으로의
country
원칙은
specific. Oh, I mean, well, okay, I guess this is what the answer now is now. So the next step is to provide country specific services that are designed to which is, I mean, yeah, which is fine. Which is, yeah, I agree with this. I mean, no, I mean, no, yeah. So like I guess one of the questions people have was like, well, if this is for a specific country, then why not just censor for that country and no other country? Well, I mean, yeah, which is, yeah, I mean, yeah, this is kind of expected. I mean, as I mentioned in my last video, then, it seemed like the developers were, you know, caught between a rock and a hard place, right? So like, I mean, yeah, so they were forced by a certain region to censor, right? Right? But unfortunately, before they were considering just censoring across all regions, which is like, why would you do that, right? Yeah, so now the developers are actually gonna do um they're just gonna censor for the regions that need censoring. Yeah, which is like, yeah, like they, I mean, yeah, I don't know why they didn't think of this in the first place. So I don't know. It's kind of strange to me. But anyways, this is a good sign. This is a good sign.
단 하나, 수정이 아닌 지역 특성 서비스 제공입니다. 앞으로
Hmm.
특정 국가나 플랫폼의 규정으로 인해서
All right, let's go ahead and keep moving on.
한국 수도권
Okay, about future offline events. Okay.
유저 간담회를 진행하려고 합니다. 그리고 이와 관계 기관과 협의
Well, I mean, I don't understand what he said, so I guess I'm not sure if there's another source. Oh, yeah, yeah, and that was it, and the end
하고
here.
싶습니다. 앞으로 여러분들께 부끄럽지 않은 선택을 하도록 하겠습니다. 죄송하고 감사드립니다.
Yeah, I mean, naturally, it's short stream because they have to get this information out as soon as possible, right? So yeah, there we go. Virgin decision. I don't know if I can find any other information yet. Well, anyways, okay, let's just go ahead and come back to the game, and we can play. Where is Rounders 2? Oh boy. Okay. Why is this not changing? Hold on. I guess I have to take this out. Oh. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get this up. Why isn't it coming up? Uh-oh. Ah, shoot. Hello, Brightness 2. Why is it not showing up? Strange. Uh, okay, that's strange. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna have to restart the game. Ish. Gosh darn it. Give me a sec, guys. I guess in the meantime, I'll see if I can, if anyone, if there's a translation I can find on this. Oh, okay. Actually, okay. Someone actually had a translation here. So hold on. I can bring this up in the meantime. Oh wait, Brown 2 is already on. Uh, okay. All right. Hold on, guys. We can take a look at this real quick. Uh, okay, here we go. All right. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's kind of hard to see here. Hold on. Okay. So, okay. It's probably this is probably a rough translation. Uh, Available for okay. The Red Prestige will also be released in the original version as originally planned. Final choice of judgment will be entirely left to you. It will be available for 4 weeks after the January 15th update, and as an apology for this matter, it will be provided free to everyone. Yo, if this is true, yo, that's amazing. We previously announced a toned down version. What you're seeing on the screen now is the original. It will be released exactly as is. Let's go. Hell yeah. Um, yeah, he's taking full responsibility for it. Yeah. Okay, here we go. So, because everything is done based on approvals from reading boards, we judge that if service would be suspended in even a single country, it will very likely trigger a chain reaction reports of to other national authorities and lead to additional reviews. Um, yeah, okay, so this is originally why they wanted to censor across the board for all regions because thi this is what they were afraid of, right? So if they were to be suspended in a single country, it would trigger additional negative attention from other countries, right? So yeah, this is what they wanted to avoid, right? Yeah, but now they are deciding to so at present, monitoring intensity and censorship standards for content are being broadly tightened worldwide. Yeah, it's true, unfortunately. Brown has been under continuous scrutiny from multiple organizations. Also true. Unfortunately, because we believe that service suspensions could happen again, we concluded that simply separating a single country would not be a fundamental solution. Yeah, this is what they thought before. To be completely honest, I have a strong sense of crisis and fear that if successive service suspensions were to continue, it would become difficult to maintain normal operation boundaries going forward. For the countries where issues have been raised, we're currently discussing with the relevant authorities measures such as limiting content visibility only within those service regions, implement service suspensions there, operating separate modified builds. So this is now what they're seeking, right? Yeah, so hopefully, hopefully they'll be able to actually finalize this. So this is the hope right now. From now on, we will follow a single principle, regionalized service provision instead of content modification. Okay, good. Yeah, but this is the hope. So hopefully it will be like this. Instead, we will separate policies by region through measures such as region limited promotion processing, service termination in that region, or operating separate modified builds. We're currently in discussion with the authorities to ensure smooth service operations. We believe it's a possibility some of our answers may be inaccurate. We ask for your understanding regarding this. Yes. So. Yeah. So the thing, yeah. So I think, I mean, well, like I do understand that the fans got mad, but for me, it's like I understood right off the bat because I'm like, generally, if people would have been following the general trend of even on Steam, there are games that are being sent. I mean, not just Bound to Soup, but there are other games that are being censored as well, right? So it's like, yeah, I kinda expected something like this that would happen, but I am happy that the developers are maybe this is too loud. Hold on. Okay. There we go. Um, yeah. I am happy that the developers chose a better path overall, or at least are working on it, right? So, hopefully they'll be able to actually achieve that. Alright, let's do the event here. It's a little bit loud. Hold on, guys. Alright. In the now empty ice-cold arena, Eleni remains alone, gazing at the vacant stands. That was the first time. The first time anyone cheered for me, waved flags for me, and looked at me with admiration. Back then, all I ever felt were eyes full of doubt and scorn. Eleni drifts into memory. Childhood home. A memory from her time in Snow Rabbit Village. It's the Charcoal Rabbit. Look over there. Look over here, Charcoal Rabbit. Another Charcoal Rabbit. I'm a Snow Rabbit, just like you. Then why is your fur so dark? That's because of imitation. Imitation? What's that? I don't really know, but the teacher said it means I'm special. What was imitation? Eleni had a dark energy running along one side of her body from birth. Even when wearing the purest white Snow Rabbit clothes, the black energy would quickly seep through. It's not that you're special, you're just weird. You can't even eat ice snacks, can you? I can. I just can't eat them as fast as you, but I can eat them. How many ice snacks can you eat at most? At most, about half? See, that's why you're not a real Snow Rabbit. We can each eat 3. They're so cold. I get a headache if I keep eating them. I knew it. You're not a Snow Rabbit, you're a Charcoal Rabbit. Damn, she's getting bullied real hard, man. It sucks. Poor Lanier. Among the careless, childish Snow Rabbits, Lanier was ostracized. Always alone, she naturally had to find another way to comfort herself. Have you already finished the book, Lanier? You really love storybooks, don't you? I feel like I'm dreaming whenever I read one. Then what kind of dream would be nice next? Let's see, a book for you. History books might be boring, and books about the Ashen Salamander could be scary. This one will do nicely. Tales of the Snow Rabbit Hero? It's about the legendary Snow Rabbit Hero. This was the first time Eleni learned about the legends of the Snow Rabbit Hero. The Tales in the Storybook opened a whole new world for her. That's so cool. Will I be able to meet the Snow Rabbit Hero someday? The young Eleni consumed the book over and over again. Her little mind was filled entirely with thoughts of the Snow Rabbit Hero. If it's a Snow Rabbit Hero, it will surely become my friend. I wonder when they'll appear. What should I say when I meet them? Meanwhile, the teasing and bullying aimed at Elena only grew harsher. Elena, it's dangerous to wander alone until late. Don't you remember? The big bad Ashen Salamander, Zara yawned. Don't you remember the big bad Ashen Salamander could appear at any moment? Teacher, when will the Snow Rabbit hero finally appear? According to legend, the Snow Rabbit hero appears at only very special moments. Here, I'll lend you another book about the Snow Rabbit hero. I think you enjoy it. A new book about the Snow Rabbit hero? This one's for slightly older children, but since you're so bright, I'm sure you'll be able to read it just fine. Eleanor's eyes, dim with gloom before, sparkled once more. I've been sleeping. Though the book was more challenging than the ones she had read before, she eagerly pressed on. Reading was all her heart. What kind of person is a Snow Rabbit hero? Someone who saves Snow Rabbit Village when in a crisis, and has excellent fighting skills. They're especially good with a bow. A stranger dressed like a snow rabbit. Stranger? What does that even mean? Elena didn't know all the words yet, so she made sense of them in her own way. Does it mean someone different from everyone else? Wait, people say I'm not a snow rabbit and I'm different from other kids too. Could it be I'm a stranger too? Eleanor's heart started pounding. Her whole body felt tingling and excited. Her thoughts ran faster than ever before. What if I'm the Snow Rabbit hero? Ah, so interesting. So this is where she got the idea that she could become the Snow Rabbit hero, and that's why the hero never showed up, no matter how long I waited. Oh, oops, I skipped that. No. I can't look up the. I can't. My only complaint about event stories is that you can't. There's no log of dialogue. There's no dialogue log, so you can't look it up. I skipped fun. I'm not really good at fighting, and I haven't saved the village. But maybe I could someday. Yeah, I gotta tell the teacher. Elena ran as fast as she could back to Snow Rabbit Academy, but it was already empty. Oh, everyone's gone home already. I guess I have to come back tomorrow. What's this on the ground? It was the toy bow, arrow, and swords that Snow Rabbit children played with. Oh, they must have been playing make-believe as the Snow Rabbit hero today. I always wanted to join them, but they never let me. If they did let me join, they'd make me the Ashen Salamander. But no one's here now. Maybe I can. After looking around, Elena carefully picked up the toy bow. She'd never shot a real bow before, but she could copy what the pictures of Snow Rabbit Hero storybook showed her. She focused. Oh boy. She focused, aiming at the crooked target painted on the wall. 1, 2, 3. Eleanor's arrow hit the very center of the target. Wow, nice job, Eleanor. Oh, wait. Am I standing too close? Yeah, maybe everyone can hit if they're this close. And then go a little farther and try again. Arrows kept hitting the target even from farther away. Wow, I guess Eleanor is truly gifted, huh? After hitting the last one dead center, Eleanor muttered as if in a trance. I hit them all. This was her first time ever holding a bow. Not every single one of her arrows had hit the center of the target. Excitement slowly bubbled up on Eleanor's face as she came to the realization that she just had discovered a hidden talent. Maybe I'm really the Snow Rabbit hero. Let's go to school. Young Eleanor scribbled something on a piece of paper in her quick handwriting. Oh, well, she has handwriting like me. The three rows of the Snow Rabbit hero. One, a stranger dressed like a snow rabbit. That sounds like me. Two, amazing archery skills. Yep, that's definitely me too. Three, save Snow Rabbit Village from danger. I haven't done this yet. Dejected, Leonard looked around. The village was peaceful, almost boringly so. No danger in sight, not even a little squabble. But this isn't real peace. The teacher said there's no way of knowing when the Ashy Salamander will come down and melt the village again. Since I'm the Snow Rabbit hero, I'll save the village without threat. Oh boy, sorry guys. Eleanor nodded to herself, determined. She then started packing her things. She was about to leave for somewhere far away. I'll return after saving the village. I'll save it from that lizard that are dangerous snow rabbits one day. And so began Eleanor's long, long training. It's so hot, I can barely breathe. But I have to get through this. Inside a volcanic cave swirling with black ash. Eleanor entered the cave. This heat that can smelt all the snow rabbits. I can't go back until I get rid of the threat that can spew this heat. A long time ago, the village suffered greatly as half of it was melted. And the culprit lived in this very volcanic cave. Snow Rabbit's sworn enemy, who could melt the village in any moment. I have to defeat the Ashen Salamander. That was why she trained in the heart of this volcano. Sweat poured down her body, but Eleanor gritted her teeth and knocked another arrow. Even pulling the bowstring was difficult here. The heat is so strong. But no matter what hardships come my way, I'll hold my bow tight, keep my iron sharp, and push through. That's the way the Snow Rabbit hero. Eleanor drew the bowstring with all her might. A desperate shout echoed through the volcanic cave. That echo eventually reached the ears of the cave's owner, the Ashen Salamander. What was that sound? Grrr. The Ashen Salamander emerged from deep within the volcanic cave. Its body was covered in ash and ice. Wait, ash and ice? Interesting. But the heat radiating from within it was like molten lava spewing from a volcano. Even its breath is scorching hot. I feel like I'm being burned alive even from this far away. But if I don't land at least one shot, then my effort to come here will all be wasted. Eleanor aimed her arrow at the Ashen Salamander. Her hands burned from the scorching air as she drew the bowstring, but her determination refused to melt. Enemy of the Snow Rabbit Village, Ashen Salamander. I'll defeat you and become a hero, no matter what. Whoosh. Eleanor's arrow flew in a straight line. It was aimed at the wide open mouth of the salamander. But before it could reach its target... Wow. The arrow burned up from the heat, scattering nothing but ash. But what? My arrow turned to ash? The Ashen Salamander didn't even seem to realize it had been attacked. I guess I have to retreat for now. But just you wait, Ashen Salamander. My next arrow will pierce right through you. From that day on, Eleanor's mind was filled with only thoughts of fighting and defeating the Ashen Salamander. Okay, if I use these volcanic rocks and bone fragments, I can make arrows that wouldn't burn off from its heat. If she could only shoot from afar, Eleanor kept trying again and again. Roar! Phew, at least the arrows don't burn in midair anymore. But they're heavier and slower now, not strong enough to do a critical hit. I have to shoot from farther away with more force. Grr, grr. I'm trading for now, but I won't spare you next time. Covered in ash, the learner's body slowly grew accustomed to the cave's searing heat. The Ashen Salamander, the old nemesis of Snow Rabbit Village, had now become the learner's own sworn enemy. Nice to see you again, Ashen Salamander. Grr, grr. I'm finally gonna take you down today. I think I finally figured out your weakness. It had already been years since the learner first faced the Ashen Salamander. The lone rabbit who couldn't even draw a bowstring properly was long gone. Now only the archer who had endured long years of solitude and searing heat stood, aiming straight at the Ashen Salamander. Roar! Yeah, come at me with everything you've got. Haven't I said it 1,000 times? The path I walk on is the path of a hero. And that path, tougher and rougher it is, the cooler it becomes. The first battle unfolded. Whoa. Amid the heat and roaring, the Ashen Salamander thrashed so violently it felt like the cave could give way at any moment. I learned to ignore the sweat and ash covering her body and drew her bowstring without pause. Your movements are slowing. All the effort of worry down is finally paying off. The wound-riddled salamander began to slow down, and the learner didn't let that opening go to waste. I figured as much. She always so fixated on protecting the soft flesh between your neck and belly. It's always said that's her weak spot. As a swift shot, a learner's arrow cut through the ash and struck beneath the Ashen Salamander's neck. Grr, grr, grr. That wasn't enough. Was I wrong? Dang it, I've only got one arrow left. Even with the weight of failure on her shoulders, the learner refused to give up. Catching her teeth, she aimed one last arrow at the Ashen Salamander. Did it fall? Gone still. And it's not making any sound. The learner lowered her bow was I firing her last arrow. The Ashen Salamander didn't budge an inch. The cave was dark, yet a learner felt as if light was pouring down from over her head. Finally defeated the Ashen Salamander. I saved the village from danger and earned my place as a Snow Rabbit hero. The learner's heart beat with excitement again. This isn't how long ago, when she thought she might be the Snow Rabbit hero. Now I can return to Snow Rabbit Village. I have to go back and tell everyone I defeated the Ashen Salamander and saved the village. Then, as she turned to leave, something caught her eye. Did this fall from a salamander? I think it was me as a trophy. The learner stepped out from the volcanic cave. The dazzling sunlight outside seemed to welcome her, shining down warmly. Alright, time to head back. Back to Snow Rabbit Village to become the Snow Rabbit hero. The learner snaps out of her thoughts and returns to the present. I've come a long way from the volcanic cave to this tournament, and now it feels like that journey is finally nearing its end. The fifth and final event of the Hero Pentathlon. Everything will be decided here today. I'll become a Snow Rabbit hero, no matter what. And now I've decided the final event. Even more spectators have gathered this time, filling Iceworld with countless snow rabbits. Looks like everyone's here. Let's begin. Wilhelmina! Man, she's gorgeous. I will now announce the category for the fifth and final event of the Hero Pentathlon. I'm so nervous. My heart's going to burst out of my chest. And Tears adorable, but also hot. And Darren's also hot. I wonder what kind of excitement's in store for us next. Whatever it is, I go with my own. Then Zenith is just, oof, god damn. This is the most important moment yet. I have to win. Final event with that, the final event that will decide who Snow Rabbit hero is. Ice snacks making. Oh boy. Eleanor's heart sinks. No way, why ice snacks of all things? I hardly ever eat those. Cold foods like ice snacks give Eleanor headaches, so she usually avoids them. But right now, she seems to be the only one feeling this fate. When it comes to Snow Rabbit, ice snacks are definitely the way to go. It makes sense since it's the last event. Ice snacks, ice snacks, ice snacks! They're so excited, it's adorable. Even I don't want to lose this one. They're already beating me in terms of motivation. Oh, Eleanor, uh-oh. I can't let this happen. I'm going to end up with another terrible score. I need something that sets my ice snack apart from others. What do I have that they don't? Wait, maybe this. In that moment, Eleanor remembers something. She still has the trophy she took after defeating the Ashen Salamander. The trophy is a jar filled with red liquid. She still doesn't know what it is, but she's kept it safe all this time. There are no limits on ingredients and cooking methods. You simply have to make a completely new ice snack the world has never seen before. Show off your unique style. Brand new ice snack the world has never seen. Maybe this is my chance. This is a very special trophy that only I, among all the snow rabbits, have. Then let the ice snacks making contest begin. Was Wilhelm in a spirited voice, the final event officially starts. Everyone's starting ice snacks right away. They went straight to shaving ice. You know what? Now I'm imagining the setup kind of like Iron Chef. I mean, whoa, or like, you know, I don't know if you guys ever seen those shows on the Food Network that like it's like baking competitions or like cake baking competitions on the Food Network. I'm like imagining a setup like that, right? That's funny. Texture is everything for ice snacks. They have to make sure it melts just right. Does that mean it matters how finely you shape the ice? Then I'll do my best to grind it evenly. Instead of shaving it well, she's practically smashed the bits. At this rate, she should be in an ice powder contest, not an ice snack one. No, this isn't what I wanted. Uh-oh, Eleanor's having trouble. It's fine, it's still too early to panic. The important part is now is plating. If I put it on a nice dish and make it look good... Whomp. She just dumped the whole sack onto the plate. We got sick of it before we reach an ice snack. My hand slipped, that's all. This is not organic, I can still fix this. What really matters is the flavor of the sauce. If I use the trophy I got from the salamander, Eleanor carefully opens the trophy jar. Oh, it has such a spicy, pungent smell. But this is something I know the snow rabbit would ever think of. Problem is, I don't know how much to use. Maybe I should taste it first. This is the thing, it's the always makes some nose burn. Eleanor bravely tastes a few drops. Whoa, oh boy. Yo, heck out. Spicy, it's so spicy. Her face turns red as she suffers. Mouth and tongue are always overwhelmed by the intense flavor. There's no tolerance for this level of spice, so she can do this whimper and cold her tongue. This taste is more than spicy, it's painful. How did the Ashen Salamander even make something like this? The heck out. Eleanor wipes her tears and steadies herself. By now, the other contestants have already finished the ice snacks. Only Eleanor is yet to finish, frozen in place before her pitiful pile of crushed ice, unsure what to do next. Ice has been turned into a lumpy mess of dust and this weird sauce. There's no way this will win. I can't believe this is what I'm gonna submit. She sighs bitterly, debating whether she even hand in this weird mess of ice. Suddenly, something in her tongue makes her eyes widen. Could it be this sauce is actually... Yeah, if that's the case, I might be able to... Eleanor picks up the red trophy sauce again. Now was hope sparkling in her eyes. let's begin the judging. What tasted four ice snacks in order that were submitted. Wahumina takes out an ice spoon. Dude, I really like this face that Wahumina has. It's so elegant, right? It's so elegant and like it's beautiful, right? All the Snow Rabbit's eyes are on her. It seems Xenia's ice snack is first. I'm confident my ice snack will fit the taste of anyone who tries it. I put in everything I think tastes good to fit everyone's taste. Various syrups and nuts, other fruits as well. It definitely looks abundant. One minute begins tasting Xenia's ice snack. Her expression is serious, focused entirely on her sense of taste. The hog grows quiet as she delivers her verdict. The ice is well shaped. For an outsider, it's quite good. The variety of flavors is not bad, but I think you tried to be a little too ambitious. Ambitious? Xenia's face is funny. The flavors clash instead of blending together. Her intention doesn't come across clearly. It could have been much better if she had understood the art of restraint. Overall, it wasn't to the point I was like, oof, poor Zenith. I did my best, but I should have gone in a different direction. Next, I'll try Darian's ice snack. Wahumana's ice spoon pauses for a moment. The presentation of this ice snack is... Yes, I try to plate it to look alluring and voluptuous. I see. Wahumana lets out a sigh before tasting Darian's ice snack. This is surprisingly well made. The ice is shaped perfectly and the flavor focuses on the main ingredients. The sauce in particular is very smooth. What is it made from? I mixed rich milk syrup with honey. I hope you enjoy its soft, sticky, and sweet flavor. I can taste that certainly, but it does get a little saturated the more you eat. Without anything on the side, its richness becomes overwhelming. Is that so? Perhaps I only tailored it to my own taste. Uh-oh, Darren's a bit nervous. Next up is Tears Ice Snack, I see. The strongest contender for this event. I take ice snacks very seriously. Tears expressed in a tone more serious than ever. Her history as the president of the Ice Snack Research Club only adds to her credibility. Oh, that's funny. I love that. That's cute. Satisfied smile spreads across Wahumana's face. This is excellent. It goes beyond all expectations. Even just by look at it, you can tell it's top tier. The icy shapes are most perfect texture I've seen so far. And the plating is clean and sophisticated. It can easily be sold as a premium product. Shall I give it a taste then? Should I scoop a full spoon of the ice snack in one bite? It's the best way to enjoy it. Following Tears' advice, Wahumana scoops a full spoon and tastes the ice snack. That's a sharp aroma. Peppermint. It's been trending recently among snow rabbits. There's no better ingredient for a fresh, crisp flavor. I know the taste I'm sensing underneath. What is that? That'd be the green tangerines, hehe. Onto the coolness of the peppermint, wrap your mouth first, and then the citrus to burst with a refreshing zing after. I see. This is certainly a meticulously crafted flavor. Wahumana takes another spoonful to savor the taste. That's such a fresh taste. I suppose this is what a vacation in the summer breeze would feel like. Summer breeze, huh? That's interesting. An upset seems unlikely as the match seems to tilt completely in Tears' favor. One ice snack remains, but it's assumed anyone is paying it much attention. The ice snack belongs to a linear, I suppose, I presume. A messy lump of ice shavings covered in red sauce. Rather than an ice snack, this looks more like a crime scene. I still hope you're trying. Even if nothing else, the sauce is my secret weapon. Of course, I can't judge without tasting it first. Now then. Wahumana takes a bite of Eleanor's ice snack. It's so hot that it feels like her tongue is on fire. Wahumana coughs repeatedly, forcing the judge to pause for a moment. quickly cause a disaster. It's the poison intake under the guise of an entry, and she's arrested for treason. There's nothing anyone can do. Oh boy. That's not true. I really want to take a chance with the flavor of the sauce. I wasn't expecting a taste that could bring tears to your eyes. That was dangerously powerful. Now that I've calmed down a bit, let's resume the proceedings. I've tasted all 4 ice snacks, and I'm ready to rank them. The best ice snack is... What you got yourself off? Are you okay? For a moment, I believe I need one more bite before I make my decision. Of course, boiling on a spoon doesn't move toward Tears ice snack. You're going for my ice snack? It's strange and intriguing. Why do you feel reluctant to turn away from this ice snack? I'm aware that it burns so fiercely sounds painful, and yet I can't help but want another bite. Is it because of the sauce, Elania? I know what you mean. It's exactly how I felt when I first tasted it. It was so spicy, it felt like it scorched my tongue, but at the very end there was this deep, savory flavor. And then that subtle taste was the only thing that lingered in my mouth. This sauce has such an addictive power that it makes you want to keep eating. What exactly is this sauce made from? I don't actually know anything about it, not even its name. All I can tell you is that I got it from the Ashen Salamander after I defeated it. As those words, it's Tyr, the Snow Rabbit's greatest gourmet, who knows everything about flavor and ingredients. Tyr is just like flabbergasted. Well, wait just a second. You just said you got the sauce from the Ashen Salamander? And that means it's magma sauce. Magma sauce? Magma sauce is super dangerous. The moment you open it, crash. Uh-oh. At the moment, a thunderous sound shakes Ice hold. Startled, Elania looks through the window, and when she sees what's out there, she can't believe her eyes. That's the Ashen Salamander. Oh. The Ashen Salamander is heading toward Snow Rabbit Village. Elania and the Snow Rabbits rush after it. I'm not seeing things. It really is the Ashen Salamander, but how? It must have come from the magma sauce. The magma salamander has an incredibly sharp nose for magma sauce. That must be the same Ashen Salamander you took the sauce from, isn't it, Elania? Elania stares closely at the creature. Under its neck, she spots the scar she left behind. That can't be. I'm sure I defeated it. I've never seen an Ashen Salamander in person, but I read about it in a gourmet book about handling magma sauce. To obtain magma sauce, you have to defeat an Ashen Salamander in battle, and when an Ashen Salamander dies, it turns to ash and disappears. It turns to ash? In that moment, Elena recalls something. What she left behind in that cave wasn't a pile of ashes. It was a massive body that hadn't vanished at all. So it was still alive. Well, what did we do? Oh, Kira's just freaking out. We just have to finish it off then. Take it down for good this time and watch it turn to ash. Zenith. It'd be tough to handle on your own. But with friends helping out, it shouldn't be a problem. By the time Elena notices, Zenith is standing next to her with a smile on her lips. I was going to handle it anyway. Whistle was without your help. Good. Now let's do this. Crash. That's the Salamander lets out another earth-shaking roar. Roar. We need to evacuate the Snow Rabbits from the village right now. If we don't get them out before the whole village melts... Don't tell me it's already melting. Hold on guys, let me look up the stream here. Okay. Thanks to the Ashen Salamander cooling down, there hasn't been any damage yet. But the more it moves, the hotter it will get, and once that happens, things will start melting. So we'll have to take it down before that happens. Faster the better. In other words, this is the fight against time. Darien and I will lead the snow rabbits to safety inside Icehold. We'll leave the Ashen Salamanders to you, Zenith, Lernier, and Tyr. I have to fight too? Tyr. Seems like it. I'll be captaining you again, Tyr. But how? Why me? Tyr's face, which is freaking out, is so funny. Lernier, Zenith, and Tyr stand their ground before the Ashen Salamander. Grr. I didn't think we'd be meeting again, Ashen Salamander. But this time, I'll make sure to watch you turn to ash. With an icy greeting, Lernier takes aim at the creature. Her arrows fly in rapid succession, each one striking true against the Ashen Salamander's body. Roar! Her shots are so fast and accurate, suspected of the winner of the archery event. Tyr, draw its attention. Wow, I really don't want to be paid anymore. While Lernier is refilling her empty quiver, Tyr dashes toward the Ashen Salamander. She yells at the top of her lungs to attract the creature's attention. Hey, Ashen Salamander, come and get me! Grr, grr. Finally, a new enemy, the Ashen Salamander twists his body. This raises his foreleg high to slash at Tyr. The arrow flies straight into the exposed flesh beneath his neck. Roar! I've been waiting for this moment. Zenith's arrow accurately pierces the creature's weak spot. The ambush from the hidden marksman seems to do considerable harm as the Ashen Salamander begins to stagger in pain. Now, Lernier. This time I'll finish you for good, Ashen Salamander. Why? I just wanted to do me already. Poor Tyr. He's having a bad time. As Tyr holds the Salamander's attention, the two archers unleash a steady barrage of arrows at its exposed weak point. And eventually, the creature's body starts to topple. Ashen Salamander lays his vulnerable underside bare, who weakens even defended. Now is in the end. Venus arrow flies one last time, piercing straight through the creature's neck. Shortly after that final blow, the creature's breath starts to slowly fade away. Man, I can't English today. The slain Ashen Salamander's body begins to crumble into ash. Venus and Tyr hold their breaths, silently watching its remains scatter. Must this be defeated for good? It's really over now, right? Everything's finished. Good, we somehow pulled through again. Lernier? However, Lernier doesn't look happy at all. Instead, she simply starts walking away with a miserable expression. Where are you going, Lernier? I'm going back to Icehold. I have to tell Mina that I was trying for the Snow Rabbit Hero Tournament. I don't deserve to be the hero. Brand new flavor. But wait a second, Lernier. Why are you acting like this all of a sudden? We thought with the Ashen Salamanders, everything turned out fine, didn't it? Besides, didn't you come here to become the Snow Rabbit Hero? Yes, I really thought I was a Snow Rabbit Hero. But instead of saving the village, I ended up putting everyone in danger. To do something like that, I can't be the hero. Lernier starts walking toward Icehold alone. Her expression looks as though there's a bitter taste in her mouth. It's time to go back. Back before I had this foolish dream of becoming a hero. I'm nothing but a mute, but I was too stupid to even face reality. Her feet come to a stop when she reaches Mina's Icehold. Just as Lernier opens her mouth to speak, she's cut off. I have something to say. Welcome back, Lernier. All the snow rabbits have been waiting for you. For me? Why? Mine when I snack. Mine when I snack. I can't get enough of this addictive taste. My life isn't the same anymore after tasting this magma ice snack. The countless snow rabbits gathered a nice hold in a frenzy over the magma ice snack. Snow rabbits are lining up for your magma ice snack. And if it isn't too much trouble, could you make one more for me as well? Huh? Now that you mention it, we haven't even heard the judges' comments. Yeah, we still don't know the results of the ice snack making contest. Oh, you're right. I should come first. When winner begins the long overdue judging. The two ice snacks that impressed me the most were Tears and Illuminators. Tears ice snack was flawless in both craftsmanship and delicacy. It combined familiar flavors beautifully, a truly high quality ice snack. For the Lander's ice snack, it displayed an exceptional level of freshness and originality. You remember the judging criteria for this competition. It was to create a new kind of ice snack, one the world had never seen before, and Lander's creation fits that description perfectly. Huh? Lander freezes in surprise at the unexpected praise. Once you take a bite, you can't get out of your head, and the moment you turn away, you're already craving another. Therefore, the winner of this event is Lander's ice snack. Oh. Larry won. The Tears of the Snow Rabbits fill ice hole. The final trophy is placed in Larender's hands, and the Snow Rabbits chant her name over and over again. But Larender's mind is still clouded with confusion and doubt. I'm a mutant who brought danger to the village. Do I really deserve the Snow Rabbit Hero trophy? And why wouldn't you? Zenith. Following Zenith, the rest of the hero candidates who competed with Lerner also appear. Honestly, I'm more like a puppy and a rabbit anyway. That's true. If being a mutant is a problem, I would say I'm the bigger one. And that danger you mentioned, you still that was in the end, didn't you? If I had been the one who faced Ash and Salamar, who knows how it would have turned out. A learner, you know, I had no idea what a Snow Rabbit Hero even was until recently. But you worked hard to become it. You challenged yourself and you took responsibility for the danger you brought. So believe me when I say this, you have my full acknowledgement. But I came here to say that I'm going to give up and becoming the Snow Rabbit Hero. Why are you being so kind to me like this? Eleanor's crying, Wilhelmina nods as if she already knew. Eleanor, I knew what you were going to say from the moment you returned Icehold. But deciding to give up on becoming the Snow Rabbit Hero is something only someone who truly understands what it means to be the Snow Rabbit Hero can do. Isn't that right? Eleanor can't bring herself to answer. It feels that if she speaks even one word, tears would start streaming. At that moment, she hears the voices of the snow rabbits nearby. You can get magma ice snacks if you line up here. Come over quickly. But I'm not good with ice snacks. They're too cold and they give me a headache. These ice snacks are different from others. Even rabbits who can handle the cold can enjoy them. But really? Does that mean I'll be able to eat a lot of ice snacks too? Yes, really. Wait just a moment, I'll make them for you right away. Eleanor wipes away the tears welling in her eyes and takes out the magma sauce again. There's no time to waste. From now on, things are gonna get very busy. Alright, Eleanor won. Here's the hero, the Snow Rabbit hero. Which is wonderful. Let's buy some stuff, shall we? Well, I also got some gems too. I was at it, so wonderful. Wait, I don't. What are these used for anyway? I don't think I've ever used the ancient crystals yet. I don't know what the ancient crystals are for, to be honest. Yeah. Anyways, guys. Got over the story. So yeah, we went over the news. So you know. It's good news in terms of you know, the reversal of the previous censorship. Wait, what was that? Records. Let's check it out. We apologize for the inconvenience. Continue working to provide a more stable service. Oh, tweeting after season 56 issue compensation. Oh, okay. Let's check out what we got here. Alright, here we go. So, we sincerely apologize for the inconvenience and confusion caused by the recent issues. Oh yeah, he's in another team too, guys. Apparently, yeah, real quick. So apparently, what I heard was that when people, how do I say, um, when people, um, did, like how do I say, when people did like um, goddamn, dude, Jesus, God, what was I trying to say? Oh, I mean, well, yeah. So like people did like bank. What am I saying? It's not cashback, but yeah. So like basically they um reverse their some. Yeah. So basically they reverse some of their purchases using their bank, right? Yeah. But apparently, from what I've heard, people got banned because of that. So certain people got banned because they did too many refunds through their bank, right? So apparently that's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. Let's update. Doing a second order personal phone. Yes. Well, okay. Anyways. I had a feeling to see them. Yeah, yeah. Okay, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Take care.